more snow. Another day of snowing. This is called snow hell.
We ended up getting nearly 5 inches between all the snow on each day. We knew we wouldn't be going anywhere anytime soon, so we just stayed at camp for the next 3 days, hunkered down, staying warm. And I kept that fire rolling hot.
Like the sound of bacon frying in a pan and the smell.
On that 4th day, it actually made it up to springtime temperatures, so we packed our gear and we got ready to head out. We were going to go for a hike and go wheeling up in the mountains. And Carol came across a badger and got some cool video. As we started off on our hike after breakfast, we walked a couple miles. I do believe the birds and the deer and all the other wildlife was happy that the weather had stopped. As we continued to hike, we made our way to some old horse corrals that used to be back here 45 years ago. And you could tell it's been a long time since anybody been there.
Well, that's a big old pine right there. The whole time we were back there, we both felt like something was watching us. And we figured out what it was. Big old bear.
Then we came across some tracks of a mountain lion and her cubs. So, I always tell everybody we're in their neighborhood, we're just visiting.
My little neighbor came to visit me.
It's always a great feeling when you have deer walk right through your camp. Pretty exciting.
Every day living in the woods.
But it's every day we have some type of wildlife come through and visit. After we got back from our hike, we threw a pot of beans on the stove and we knew it was time to hit the trails wheeling. This trail's right at 12 miles long. Carol and I, both with Overlanding Adventures of America, we'd like to thank y'all for coming along with us for this ride. We hope you enjoy. Majority of this road runs right along the creek. The beauty of the wilderness is unimaginable unless you're there. Cameras just don't do some roads justice because of the off-camber. This road is pretty rough. Next week's episode, we overland towards the National Museum of Military Vehicles, and the governor of Wyoming is going to be there. And we also get to drive tanks and shoot them, and machine guns. It's going to be pretty cool. Then we stumble across this creek that we've seen before, and Carol got some good videos of it. We loaded back up in the Jeep, continued on the trail. There are multiple dispersed campsites all along this creek. This section of the creek actually runs right down the middle of the road. We made it to the end of the trail, and we finally turned around and started heading back out.
I look out across the water, I smell the salt, I feel the breeze, but in my heart I hear the calling of my old home, Tennessee. We don't know where these rivers but I've still got Tennessee on my mind. From Reaper's Fork to Watertown, and maybe Johnson City or Memphis bound. No matter where I go, no matter what I see, I still hear the calling of Tennessee. Who even knows where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow? The sun is gonna rise each and every time, and I've still got Tennessee on my mind.
As we come across this old truck, there's no telling how long it's been there. And there ain't even a trail to the other side of the creek to even get to where it was.
And the fireflies at midnight, and the color of the leaves in the fall.
Then we came across some bighorn sheep up on the side of the mountain. There's just something about these views that you can never get old of looking at. And just being in the presence of the mountains is so fulfilling.
We found a badger.
Them things are as mean as a bear.
I have never seen one in real life. I remember watching a movie one time with a badger. Look at him looking at us. That's it. Wow. That is wicked cool. Oh my gosh. It kind of looks like a skunk.
They're kin to the raccoons.
He's gonna go down in the ditch and come back up. Watch.
New SMS from Devon Bruce Bob. Press Uconnect phone button and say
Please
text
hold.
message to read it.
Slow down. He's right there.
It's pretty rare to catch a badger out on the prowl.
He's trying to get back to his hole where I found him, I bet. Where'd he go? There he stopped.
They are nighttime animals and come out at night usually only.
Oh my gosh.
He's sniffing us.
Yeah, he is. Hang on. There you go. He's in the wood. There he is. He's like, would y'all leave me alone? Wow. Look how fast he's taking off.
Let's leave him alone.
He had had enough being on camera and he got on out of there, got to his hole. Pronghorns are some of the fastest land animals here in the United States. Their top speed is around 60, and they can do 50 miles an hour for up to 20 miles. Carol and I, with Overlanding Adventures of America, would like to thank y'all for riding along and sticking around. If you would, be sure and hit that subscribe button, like, and comment. And be sure and leave a comment. We like hearing from y'all. As next episode takes us to Du Bois, Wyoming, over to the National Museum of Military Vehicles, it's going to be an exciting trip. Y'all should be sure and stay tuned for that. As we got back to camp, we threw the cornbread in the oven, got the fried taters ready, and we had some beans and cornbread and fried taters. I just don't think it gets much better than that.